Series champion, looking to break into the top 10 as far as finishes this year and get himself back in position for another championship. All in line behind Burton and Buescher as they come to the green flag. We're back underway at the Rock.
Look at that high line work. Wow, Buescher drove hard down into turn one and comes off turn two with the lead.
That's a little bit of that experience. Buescher was here last year, finished in the second spot.
Kyle Larson now battling for the third spot. On the outside, Chase Elliott, the 94. He runs the high line. One of the things that drivers love about green flag, he's run up at the wall.
He hasn't seen the bottom.
Oh, we got to spin down in turn two.
That's Tyler Reddick, the 52 truck. He won the K&N race here last November. That's Kenny Schrader's truck.
And Tyler Reddick making his first start in the Camping World Trucks.
It's like he kept it out of that inside wall, Phil.
Yeah, did a nice job doing that.
Good shape.
He was running in the 11th spot. That brings out our first caution. Well, this might be a little early to get tires. Welcome back. North Carolina Education Lottery 200 underway, but we are under caution. This is why. 52.
Tyler Reddick. He was running in the 11th spot, Mike, Rick, and you can see several trucks trying to get around him here. This is from Ron Horner. Oh, a little contact. Is that the 3 of Ty Dillon?
It is. And Reddick just came right down on Dillon. Hornaday does an amazing job to get around the top.
Hermie of James Buescher on the inside. Jeb Burton on the outside. Green flag back in the air.
We saw Buescher make that high side work on Burton on the initial start of the race. Buescher elected to start on the bottom, and he makes that work as well.
Kyle Larson follows him down at the bottom of the racetrack up to the second spot. Jeb Burton falls back into third.
We have 3 Turner Scott Motorsports trucks right now running first, second, and third.
Boy, I love watching those trucks flare out when they get down to the banking, picking the low line or the high line, wherever they got to go where someone isn't running. That's the fast way around, and people taking a lot of different lines. You see Brad Keselowski's trucks there side by side. Wow, now Kyle's going to try the bottom. Been up top the whole race, dives to the bottom. Can he make it work down there?
Very strong truck for Kyle Larson out in front here at the Rock.
That was impressive there, Phil. The crossover move.
I am like Ty did.
Very impressive for young Ty Dillon, and the caution has come out. This is an ideal situation for the crew chiefs and drivers.
36 drivers, 36 crew chiefs that are breathing a sigh of relief right now that the caution flag is out.
Get caught up there, 94.
Talking about debris on the racetrack, bringing out this caution, the second caution of the day. Turn 4. Green flag back in the air. We're back underway.
Green, green, green.
Remember, the bottom of the racetrack is good for a few laps on these tires. How about 3 wide there? Is it Johnny Sauter making it 3 wide? He's trying to make it 3 wide.
Chase Elliott just in front of him in the 94.
Great pit stop by Ty Dillon and that team. We talked about his progress. He's trying to race into the third spot on the high side.
Remember, Ty won an ARCA race here a few years ago, so he has experience on this racetrack as well. Ooh, Jeff's getting a little bit loose over there. On the inside, it looks like Ryan Blaney in the
So that brings out the third caution from Rockingham. Now, we haven't had a big gap there between that last caution and now 30 laps. Do you come back onto pit road?
I think we
as far as tires.
Let's see if we can see what happens to him. Oh, he got hit from behind into the outside wall.
Was that Chase Elliott possibly? I think it was Chase Elliott possibly that maybe just nudged Norm a little bit, got him into the outside wall.
Chase probably.
It's Kyle Larson taking the inside line once again. Now it's Ty Dillon who will be on his outside for this restart.
That's a pretty helpful pit crew for that young man, too. Another great pit stop. Got him starting on the front row right beside Kyle Larson. See if he can run with Kyle. No one else has been able to all day.
How about Matt Crafton diving to the inside of Brendan Gaughan to make it 3 wide. Brendan had to move up the racetrack to give him some room.
And Crafton now setting his sights on second as he tries to work to the inside of Ty Dillon.
Crafton's aggressive move kind of cost Joey Logano in that 19 truck. It bounced him up the hill, lost a couple of spots. Hornaday now on the inside of Logano.
ran those pit stops, went all the way back to 10th. Busher spinning on the backstretch.
Busher slides, makes a little bit of contact. It looked like with the inside barrier. No, he didn't. He was far enough away. But
Okay,
James
wait, need to take me.
Busher,
Let's go.
your
Let's
defending
go.
champion in the
Let's go.
Camping World Truck Series, slides into the apron. He was running in the 7th spot.
Good news, he got it refired, got it turned back around. He will stay on the lead lap, but he needs to take care of those tires till he gets back to pit road.
Yeah,
The
bad
right side
news,
tires
those
are flat.
Tires are flat. If you go too fast, Phil, you know they're going to blow out. Look at there, all the way up top of the racetrack when he spun around. I wonder what happened. Could he have made a little contact with the lap truck?
Might have you see stayed in the throttle. You see the 84 of Mike Harmon gets into the outside wall right behind James.
Mike couldn't see anything, all the smoke that James put up. That's awful early in the corner to...
Them lap cars.
I think it might have been something to do with Harmon, maybe.
Right along
Yeah.
with Hornaday.
I think maybe, did Mike Harmon blow a tire?
Looked like he turned dead right. James had already gotten by him and to lap him, and looked like Mike Harmon turned dead right. Looks like he's able to make it to pit road without doing any more damage from those flat
One
tires.
lap down. Do all four.
But he
You saw
lost
that
the
race
lap,
Friday night.
so he'll have to race for the lucky dog.
Go. Just over 50 laps to go. Kyle Larson on
Bring
the
it
inside,
green, bring it
Crafton
green.
on the outside, green flag back in the air.
See, Johnny Sauter jumps to the inside to make it 3 wide. On Hornaday, not able to make the pass. We saw Matt Crafton hang right with Kyle Larson for a number of laps after the last restart.
He was looking for an adjustment on that truck. He thought he had too much air in his tires that enabled him to... The truck fell off too much at the end of the run, so maybe they made that adjustment. He can stay up with...
Larson just 3 laps away from his first win in the Truck Series.
Don't you want to win your first race? Whoa, trouble!
And the caution's going to come out. The 17 of Timothy Peters around, the 39 involved in this, Ryan Sieg.
And I think that's going to give the advantage to Logano. Those fresher tires on a restart are going to be awfully hard for Kyle Larson to beat.
Just saw Trent Owens shake his head on top of the pit box. Can't believe the caution comes out with just 2 to go. And issues
Bubba
with
Wallace.
Darrell Wallace Jr.
That's a hard
During the
crash.
caution. He's over in turn number 3.
A lot of damage to that truck, both front and rear.
Bubba was running just outside the top 10.
And we're hearing that the 9 of Ron Hornaday and the 54 of Bubba Wallace weren't playing nice on the track just moments ago. With caution out.
Timothy Peters on the inside of Ryan Sieg and just tried to come up the track, and he didn't have Sieg cleared. Sieg, nothing he could do there. He was just holding his line.
Here's the 9 and 54 just in front of these two.
This is coming off of turn 4, and the accident with the 54 is going to happen all the way when they get to go in turn number 3. This is when the caution is out.
The caution is out.
And contact made by the 9.
Wow.
Sending the 54 into the wall.
Remember, we saw at Texas a couple years ago, Kyle Busch drive.
He's contemplating his next move.
And he just did his next move. And we saw the eyes watching the mirror, and this took place after the caution had come out.
There was an initial bump to let him know that he wasn't happy with him, but then Ron turned him into the outside wall.
You remember when Kyle...
Guys, Kyle Larson on the inside. A great restart for Kyle Larson. Logano on the outside.
How about Johnny Sauter? Can he pull up and mess with Logano long enough to let Larson get away?
Kyle Larson now has a 2-truck link lead as they go down the backstretch. Trying to stretch it out. Joey Logano now has cleared the 98.
Clear.
He is in second.
We need to stay green till they get to the white flag.
Coming out of turn number 4. Out in front, Kyle Larson sees the white flag. One more time around the rock. But here comes Logano. He's at the bottom of the racetrack. Kyle Larson goes up high. The gap is closed as they come out of 2.
We've seen a lot of passes at Rockingham through the years off of turn number 4.
There's so many different lines down here. Joey's going to go high. Kyle low. What line will work? Can Joey Logano get the run off 4?
Coming out of turn number 4, the momentum with the 19. He moves to the inside. Kyle Larson's going to win at Rockingham.
Woo!
hear from the winning crew chief. He's with Ray.
Yeah, that'll be Trent Owens. Boy, what a finish. We always have good ones here at Rockingham, but your driver had come on a few minutes ago and said, boy, Joey got lucky on that one, and somehow he pulled it off.
Yeah, you know, I can't believe they made that pit call and got that lucky, but, you know, Kyle did a great job today. I feel blessed to be working with such a great driver. It's been a lot of fun so far this season. Dominant day here in Rockingham. My son's name's on the door. It's an honor for our family. Got to thank Steve Turner and Harry Scott for setting up this event. Really special.
All right, congratulations. That's Trent Owens. We're going to head to Victory Lane and hear from Kyle Larson, a winner today here at Rockingham.
And Ray, you might have heard Michael tell us.
I don't think I've seen that.
He was doing his burnout without the steering wheel on.
He was holding it out the window.